he's going to make a brief statement and then take a couple of questions.
From each of us?
Funny.
That's much better. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. I am very delighted to be in California. We've been in Orange County and we've been in Chinatown today, and I've been making the point, among others, that it's about time that we really ended illegal immigration and expanded legal immigration. And you have to do one in order to do the other. The two are connected to each other. So it was a good opportunity with an Asian American group to make the point that legal immigration is real important to the United States. Nobody wants to do anything to jeopardize legal immigration. We need people. We need people from all different backgrounds. Asian Americans are one really good example. There are a lot of others. But we also have to make sure that people who come into this country are identified. And that isn't a harsh thing to ask. It's actually a civilized thing to ask. Almost every other country requires you to identify yourself when you come in. And I believe that I'd be the one to best be able to accomplish that. Because I think I know the most about this subject, including the kind of overriding subject of being able to create safety and security, being able to deal with large problems, like the way I dealt with the problem of welfare, and totally transformed it in New York with the problem of crime. So we would build a wall, but it would be large, it would be physical, but most of it would be technological. It would be a virtual wall, meaning a wall that warned the Border Patrol of people coming over. We would stop people from coming in. We'd have a border stat system, very much like the Constat system that I developed in New York with your commissioner, now chief, Bill Bratton, and others. And then we would have a tamper-proof ID card, very similar to the finger imaging we did with welfare that worked so well. So that everybody that came into the United States, they'd be allowed to come in, but they'd have to get a tamper-proof ID card. And literally what we would do over a period of 18 months to 3 years is change behavior. Basically say to people, there's a legal way to come into the United States, a good way to do it, a solid way to do it, a way in which you can see real rewards, may even become a citizen if you want. But it's got to be done legally, it's got to be done above board. I think that's the best thing for communities that feel outcast now, because it's all below the surface. And it's the best way to protect ourselves against the people who might exploit that, the people who might sneak in as part of that process.
Senator
Clinton is one at a time.
Who do you support? Do you support the studios or the WGA in a town that needs that money? Hundreds of millions of dollars and tens of thousands of jobs.
I don't know that issue. I'd have to look at that issue.
Well, management of the unions. You can do that.
Pardon me?
Management of the unions.
I don't know the issue.
Sir, the Democrats today said that the war has cost $1.5 trillion, double what the Republicans said it would cost. You've got the LA Times calling for exit plan. They say we've made progress, time to get out. Don't dig in deeper. Which do you think at this point, first of all, on the money? Is the money correct? $1.5 trillion?
I kind of get the feeling that the Democrats and the LA Times were calling for an exit plan before we even got there.
Yeah,
Which is
true.
not a way to fight a war, to have like an exit plan before you win the war.
Has the war cost more than the Bush administration said it would?
Today, Mr. Today, Tom Tancredo.
Sir, the Democrats say it cost $1.5 trillion. Has the war cost double what the Republicans said it would cost?
I don't know if it has or it hasn't, but you don't, you know.
And should we keep fighting?
Well, number one, I would imagine the Second World War cost double, triple, who knows how much they originally thought. The reality is you don't fight a war that way. You fight a war with a strategic objective and you achieve it. The strategic objective in Iraq is a stable Iraq that will act as an ally for us in the terrorist war against us. We should not allow our frustrations, we should not allow our anger, we should not allow our partisan divisions to take us away from the goal in Iraq. Because unfortunately, when the partisan divisions are all over, and all the angry shouting is all over, if we get a bad result in Iraq, we're going to be in a much more dangerous position. If we get an Iraq that's an ally of Iran, if we get an Iraq that's a place in which terror is operable. So there's a strategic goal in Iraq. Everybody should assess that strategic goal. It's able that will act as an ally for us, terrorist war against them. Achieved, but according to all the people that I trust, including what seems to be the people on the ground there, meaning our military leadership and our people in the military, they believe there's a chance to achieve that. I would think the better thing is to support them and to be for success in Iraq.